Hello everybody, Jimmy's Promo here. This episode of Gadgets and Stuff, this is actually episode 11, and I have another wide-angle lens, macro lens, and a fisheye lens from a company called Zeso. So let's check it out.
Sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
So right off the bat, the thing I like about this one here, all my other Moseyette lenses that I have is actually just sitting in a, one of the bigger boxes. And if you haven't seen that video, make sure you guys look inside of the Gadgets and Stuff playlist and check out that one. And this one just takes it a little step further. I really like the case that this actually comes in. And then right over here, this is actually the clip, the universal clip that will actually go onto any of the devices. So there is actually an area inside of here and also this spot right here where it will actually be a non-slip. So this will fit on all of your devices. You just basically clip it right on there, and then that is actually how it works. And then this mechanism that's right here, this is where you'd actually screw in your little lenses. And so what else actually comes inside of here? And so first off, let's go back here. This is a little carrying case that you'd be able to place everything into. So it looks as if probably all of it will fit inside of there. And this little sheet of paper here just kind of says, thanks for getting the product and, do a review. And that's exactly what I am doing. So this right here is the Zeso fisheye lens. And just so you guys know, this right here is a 198 degree fisheye lens, which is basically a super fisheye lens. Most of them out there in the marketplace is a 180 degree. So this one will actually get a little bit more. So I will let you guys know and give you a heads up that when you place this on, you will definitely see a circle around this lens when you take the picture, and that is because it is super wide. You can't stop it. It just happens to be there. So this is the little cap, and this is where you'd actually just place it inside of here. So let's say that we wanted to place the super wide angle fisheye lens inside of here. You'll actually just screw it right on into this piece right here. Take off your the cover cap, and then this is where you'd be able to place it onto your device. Now, the coolest thing about this one that I do actually like is even before you were to screw this on, now check this out. I'll just place this right here. This right here, when you place it inside of there, you can actually put this right around the circle of your camera. So even before getting into the camera, where let's say you go into the camera, you want to make sure it's on there, you can actually do it before you even open up the camera itself. So let's actually head inside and go inside camera. And so this is what I was talking about here, where you definitely get that fish eye look. But I'll tell you what, this is crazy, and I do have some photos to show you. Now let's also go on to what else is inside of here. So remember, this is 198 degrees. Most of them are 180 degree for the fisheye. Now here is the other one, and this one actually comes with two. So this is the 2-in-1. Now you have the macro, which is 15 times, and most other macro lenses out there is actually 10 times. And then you also got the 0.63x wide angle lens in here too. So now that this is already actually inside of there, this is where you'll actually just screw both of them inside. The little universal clip. So here we go. This is actually for the wide. And again, let me show you a little bit later on some photos. Now, once you get this on there and you want to go into your macro. So when you go to your wide shooting, lens, you'll keep both of them on there. So this right here, I'm actually twisting off the very last portion of it because there is two lenses on here. So here is the macro lens. So you're going to notice that everything right here is not in focus until you get extremely close. And look at that dry hands. Okay, that's disgusting. Let's not do that. Now this is where you would actually be able to get very up close and personal with something. Now, macro is my favorite friend when it comes to lenses. Now, also the coolest thing that you'd be able to do is when you have a macro lens inside of here, check this out. Let's go over into mode and head over into Pro. Now, down over here on your Samsung devices, you do have a Pro setting, and this right here is actually where you can choose it to where you're going to take a picture of something extremely far, and this one's actually macro. So the coolest thing, you could put your phone inside of macro with a macro lens, and then now you're able to get a really cool, awesome, amazing shot. You can actually see right there my fingerprint. So if you guys want to steal something and put my fingerprint on it, there you go. Now, would I put this into a macro setting and put a macro lens on it? Heck yes, I would, and I just did. So let's take a look at the Super Fisheye Lens. So this is actually one right here with the Super Fisheye with the 198 degrees right here. And this is where I have it, sitting up. This is actually the exact same spot. All I did was I took the photo and then I just took off the clip and then I took the picture, and that's exactly where it was. So you can see that there's a lot more area inside the photo. This one right here actually went kind of below where the laptop was. And then this is where it was sitting. So this was what it would look like without the Super Fisheye. And this right here is with it on. Now check this one out here too. So here is the macro lens. This is the 15 time. You can actually see a little piece of dust, which I need to clean my Walking Dead characters. And this is what it looks like if you don't have the lens on it. Now, so here's the 15 times. And let's actually move on over to where the 10 time is. So this right here, you can see I'm not as close because it is only 10 time for a macro lens. And this is the one from Moseyette, which it's still extremely clear, but that thread right there is actually not as thick. Now let's actually head on over into the 15 times so you can see how a little bit closer it is with the Zeso lens. So this right here is actually the normal 0.63 of the wide angle shot, and then this is without it. So I put my finger in there for perspective so you can actually see the corner and my finger. Just got a little bit of that helmet back there. And then when I took the little lens off, this is actually how close it was. So if you're looking for something a little bit of just a wide shot, then that is what you'd be able to get out of it. And so this right here is actually the wide shot. So here you can actually see where I've got the 2 table chairs that you're able to view, and you can also view the computer right down there. And now you can barely see the computer and you barely see the chair. So if you're looking for something with a little bit wide of an angle, then you'd actually be able to go for that. So this was basically a little bit of an explanation of the Zeso lenses. It's basically a 3-in-1 that you're able to get. So you get the Super Fisheye back here, the 198 degrees instead of the 180. And then you also got your 15 time for the macro, which is awesome. Most of them out there are 10. And then your 0.63x for the wide angle lens. So this right here will work with any Android, and it also works with your iPhones as well too. So the carrying case in here is perfect. Honestly, I don't think I would ever use this right here. Never, ever, ever. This case right here is perfect for it. So I hope this has helped you guys out. Make sure you guys hit on like and subscribe. Also below this video will be the link where you'd be able to get this Zeso lenses that you'd be able to use with your smartphone. So I hope this helped you guys out. Make sure you guys hit on like and subscribe.